The video captures a severe and hazardous industrial accident inside a metal manufacturing facility. The footage shows a worker attempting to manually stabilize a massive, heavy steel coil that was not properly secured or braced. The unsecured coil suddenly begins to roll violently, and the worker, attempting to stop the enormous momentum, is overwhelmed by the heavy load and becomes pinned against their leg or lower body. This incident created a critical crush and pinch hazard. This event serves as a crucial warning that the mandatory and absolute use of engineered chocks, restraints, or specialized moving equipment is required for all cylindrical loads. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of never attempting to manually stop heavy, rolling objects and strictly adhering to designated safety and exclusion zones to prevent catastrophic crush injuries. The video captures an extremely dangerous near-miss incident in an active work area. The footage shows a worker, likely taking a break after a long day, resting on a stack of wooden planks near an operational zone. Suddenly, an uncontrolled vehicle swerves or veers violently toward the exact area where the worker is resting. The individual demonstrates immediate and quick thinking, managing to jump up and scramble out of the vehicle's path just moments before impact. Fortunately, he was unharmed. This event serves as a critical warning that workers must strictly adhere to designated safe zones and established brake areas. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of never resting or remaining in vehicle operating lanes, staging areas, or near active pathways of heavy equipment to prevent catastrophic impact injuries from unexpected vehicle movement. The footage captures an extremely hazardous incident during utility work on a public street. A worker is shown near an open manhole or utility access point, possibly preparing to enter for inspection. Suddenly, a vehicle attempts to turn or maneuver into the area without observing the worker or the open hole. The vehicle strikes the worker and subsequently partially drives into the exposed utility access point hole. This incident created a severe impact and fall hazard. This event serves as a critical warning that mandatory and highly visible traffic control measures are absolutely required around all open utility access points and roadside work zones. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of workers wearing high-visibility PPE and drivers strictly adhering to speed limits and caution in work zones to prevent catastrophic impact and fall injuries. The video documents an extremely dangerous near-miss incident within a metallurgy or steel casting environment. The footage shows workers operating close to a furnace or hot, liquid metal processing area. Suddenly, a burst of molten material or intensely hot slag violently ejects or sprays from the processing vessel. This event created a severe thermal burn and impact hazard. Fortunately, no workers appeared to sustain injuries in the incident. This serves as a critical warning that mandatory, absolute use of complete and correctly rated heat-resistant, personal protective equipment, PPE, is essential in hot metal handling environments. It emphasizes the necessity of strictly adhering to safe operating procedures and maintaining maximum safe distances from molten sources to prevent catastrophic thermal injuries. The video captures an extremely hazardous industrial accident inside a manufacturing facility. The footage shows a worker operating in close proximity to a large automated machine with rapidly moving or compressing components. Suddenly, the worker is violently pulled or drawn into the machine's operating area. The individual becomes pinned and crushed by the machine's immense operational force. Nearby colleagues, visibly distressed, immediately attempt to intervene by banging on the control panel. This incident serves as a serious warning that absolutely prohibiting access to the danger zones of active machinery is a mandatory safety rule. It emphasizes the necessity of always strictly adhering to rigid lockout, tagout procedures before any intervention and ensuring all safety guards are correctly installed to prevent catastrophic entanglement and crush injuries. The footage captures a critical safety failure involving work being performed at an elevation on a construction site. The video shows two workers utilizing a scaffold and ladder system to access a high point for repairs or maintenance. The scaffolding system suddenly becomes unstable or tilts violently, likely due to inadequate securing or bracing. The structure immediately collapses, causing both workers to fall from the significant height to the ground below. This incident created an extremely severe fall and impact hazard. This event serves as a critical warning that mandatory, rigorous inspection, proper stabilization, and securing of all scaffolding systems are absolutely essential before use. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of strictly utilizing personal fall arrest systems and ensuring scaffolds are correctly erected by trained personnel to prevent catastrophic fall injuries. The video captures a highly dangerous industrial accident during a heavy lifting operation. Two workers were utilizing a crane to hoist a heavy object, but the lifting line detached because the upper hook or rigging point was not securely fastened. Consequently, the massive load fell rapidly, striking a worker who was standing in close proximity to the drop zone. This incident created a critical impact and crush hazard. This event serves as a crucial warning that mandatory, rigorous inspection and securement of all lifting hardware, especially the load attachment points and hooks, is absolutely required before any lift. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of strictly maintaining exclusion zones and ensuring no personnel are beneath or near a suspended load to prevent catastrophic impact injuries. The video captures a dangerous near-miss accident involving materials handling equipment within a warehouse or shipping yard. The footage shows multiple forklifts operating near a large container or box truck. As the large truck begins to pull forward and exit the area, it catches the two forks of a stationary forklift. The impact causes the forklift to immediately and violently tip over onto its side, and the materials it was carrying are immediately scattered across the ground. Fortunately, the forklift operator was not injured in the incident. This event serves as a critical warning that mandatory safety protocols require all personnel to maintain clear awareness of their vehicle's dimensions and ensure clear travel paths when moving large equipment. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of strict adherence to speed limits, maintaining situational awareness, and never driving near or beneath the forks of a stationary forklift to prevent catastrophic collisions and crush hazards. The video documents a severe fall hazard involving a worker performing roof installation at height without a spotter. The worker was attempting to secure a large structural component, but due to inadequate support, the heavy horizontal beam lost control and fell. The falling material violently struck the support member the worker was positioned on, causing a critical loss of balance and footing that led the individual to fall from the elevated workspace. This event serves as a crucial warning that mandatory temporary bracing or team lifting is essential when handling large components. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of strictly utilizing a personal fall arrest system, PFAS, and never depending on unsecured materials for stability while working at elevation to prevent catastrophic fall injuries. The video captures a dangerous materials handling accident during the process of unloading cargo from a truck at a facility. The footage shows a group of workers moving goods from the truck bed. One worker, while adjusting or repositioning cargo on the truck, loses footing and slips. This loss of balance causes the stacked cargo to destabilize and fall toward the ground, and the worker falls simultaneously from the elevated truck bed. This incident created a severe fall and impact hazard. This event serves as a critical warning that mandatory fall protection is absolutely required when working on the edges of elevated flat surfaces like truck beds. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of strictly maintaining stable footing, establishing secure work areas, and never working near unstable cargo to prevent catastrophic fall injuries.